Hi, Lisa Pierce here, Executive Editor of Packaging Digest at the last day of Pack Expo Las Vegas 2025. And I'm tired, but I'm not done. So I wanted to introduce, we have a special guest with us today, Lisa Marie Asenza.
You got it.
Yeah. And she is a fairly new, but hopefully regular contributor to Packaging Digest, and she's got quite a history. She looks very young, but she's got quite a history already in the packaging industry, with Unilever being one of her past lives there. So, Lisa Marie, thank you so much for helping us out here and joining us.
Of course, excited to contribute, and wow, what a great show.
Yep.
It's really, we're here on the last day, but it has been incredible.
It has been, yes. But we wanted to first show you a couple of things that we saw at Smurfit West Rock. God, that is so hard to say on the third day of the show. And Lisa Marie had an opportunity to talk with Kim Wetter, and we're going to go into that right now.
Hi, I'm here at Smurfit West Rock with Kim Wetter, who works on the wet tech technology, and we're really excited to talk a little bit about this innovation. So Kim, do you want to share a little bit about what sort of started this technology and then the new application that you guys recently launched?
Absolutely. So for us at Smurfit West Rock, it's all about sustainability and circularity. And so this innovation really came about where we looked at the wet environments that are out there in produce and protein in particular, but anything going through the cold chain where there's condensation. So this is a recyclable solution, and it all starts with the paper. So what we developed is our own wet tech medium produced at our paper mills with anti-wicking technology. So that's our standard medium, and that's the wet tech medium that we just put in the water cup. And you can see the wicking difference there where the wet tech is staying at the water line. So what this has allowed us to do is to launch a new product for outdoor signage this year. So this is our EnduraCore product. So what you see here, wow, and this is a recyclable solution. So for bollard covers outside of a store, so temporary outdoor displays, outdoor signage through our merchandising display team.
Incredible. We've seen a lot of innovation here at Pack Expo around coatings and paper, but this is a really sort of unique application of it. And I think, you know, the point about it starts with the paper science is really kind of exciting in this space. So awesome.
Great.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
Thanks.
So I also had an opportunity to talk with Matthew in the Smurfit West Rock booth about another new product that they have, and it's EnduraGrip. The tagline here is getting a handle on sustainability, and it is, you know, basically a handle for multi-packing. Typical, you know, press down and it holds the closures on the bottles. A couple of things about this that I wanted to pass along is apparently they have up to 50% higher strength than the typical injection molded plastic handles that you see. And they're able to do that using paper by the number of layers as well as the engineering design. They also have a device so that you can apply these manually, and for smaller volumes, of course, and you could do that at, you know, depends on the person, but up to 35 packs per minute. But it's also scalable for the company's many automated multi-packing systems that they have. And even though they would love you to use their own systems, it can also be used on maybe a different existing machine that you might have as well. And that's even including some robotic systems, placement systems. All 100% paperboard, no poly in this whatsoever. And one of the things that they told me about was that the brands can petition for the How to Recycle label for curbside recycling of these. And I know it's not much, but if you consider just every little bit counts, even being able to recycle packaging components, which I guess I would consider this a little bit more of a packaging component. And I did get permission to say that they have a couple of projects with the folks at Costco for the Kirkland brand. And they had some examples. I've got a pretty cool photo that I'll show you. I'll put it into the video as we go through. Another feature of this being paperboard is that it's printable, whereas most of the injection molded plastics is usually a single color. Here you can do multiple colors, print it, and even the back side, which is where you see a little bit of the surprise and delight aspect of it for consumers. And a functional application for that could maybe be, with a food product, you could print recipes on the back. I mentioned it's curbside recyclable, but the other thing too is they've got a feature in here where it's also easy for the consumer to remove. They had been in some of the consumer research that they did, they've been getting some feedback that those plastic handles are somewhat difficult to remove. And that is Endura Grip, Smurfit West Rock.
Hello, beautiful souls. I'm going to recap a couple areas that I noticed at Pack Expo. One is definitely EPR and EPR reporting. Everybody is struggling with data collection and organization. There's a couple companies that are good at interpreting the data and eco-modulation, where you manipulate different materials to reduce fees and kind of try to figure out how to do things better. One of those companies is Lorax, and they're based in the UK. They've been really involved in PPWR in the EU for 13 years, so they have huge volumes of data and really understand what EPR could potentially be in the US. So they are good at getting all the information into a dashboard and helping automate the reporting process. So kind of building each state's template in the background and then extracting the data for each state and sending it off, because the templates are really complicated and time consuming to fill out. So if you think you're going to do it all by yourself, you're going to be very sad. And then they were at the booth with SpecRite. So SpecRite is kind of like, they do a lot of different things, but as it relates to EPR, they are trying to be one of the data collectors and organizers, kind of establishing where the data holes are and trying to get that organized. I also met with a couple guys from a company called Unpack, and they are an Australian-based company who specializes in the data collection and organization piece, that really difficult aspect of collecting all the data in one area. So I'm excited about them. I also visited a couple different booths for cold chain, sustainable cold chain solutions. One of them was Cold Keepers. Those guys have like a paper-based curbside recycled thermal bag that you just kind of really quickly by hand, you can kind of just make it into the bag and put it into a box. And it's neat. They passed the is it ISTE E7 2 to 8 test, and that's really important to be pre-qualified. There were other suppliers that were not pre-qualified, which is a problem. And I also went to Temper Pack, where they have a green cell product that is a sustainable cold chain solution too. Some of them you can get it coated in poly if you have like cold packs that are going to sweat, or you can just use the material by itself. And that stuff is, you can put it in water and it dissolves, and you can just dispose of it down the sink. They're also pre-qualified, which is nice. And they have a new like bag style too. So that was good to see. So yeah, there's my recap.
Hi, I'm John Henry, the Changeover Wizard at changeover.com. I'm with the next generation at Pack Expo 25. This is my grandson Marcus. the first time he's been to Pack Expo. And Marcus, what did you think?
Well, I really love these 3 days. It helped me visualize what I wanna like do for work when I grow up. This was a crazy experience. Got to meet a lot of new people and like talk to them and socialize and see all their different and new stuff they have going on. So it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Oh, and I also got the chance to see some universities like Clemson and Michigan, and they were really nice to me. And yeah, I really enjoyed talking to them too.
I really enjoyed having Marcus along with me, and it's interesting to be able to take him around and show him, here's a vertical form fill seal machine. This is how it works. So that's just cool. So I've really enjoyed this 3 days. I've been coming to Pack Expo since '84, and I think this is my favorite one yet. I saw a lot of interesting stuff. But Lisa's only going to let me talk about 3 things. So one of them was the Universal robots. Universal's one of the original collaborative robot, and I've always been a fan. They have a new Universal training kit, and looks like a huge suitcase. It's a huge roll-around suitcase, and in it has a short piece of conveyor. It has a complete Universal robot, a small one, but the regular robot, the control and programming pendant, and some other stuff. And so what Universal is doing is they are taking that, going to plants, and using it to train the plant personnel how to program and how to use the Universal robots. And it just seemed like it was just such a cool application because the whole package is small enough you can carry it not on the plane, but you can transport it as baggage when you fly. Tetra Pak had a new package that they tried to explain to me, and I didn't understand. But if you look at the traditional Tetra Pak, it's basically a vertical form fill seal bag, folded, and the ears folded under, so it looks like a box. The new one actually has a flat bottom and a flat top with no cross seal or no visible cross seal. And as I say, I don't understand how it works, but it's something I'm going to look into. It looked very, very interesting. And finally, Amcor Liquiflex had a beautiful vertical form fill seal machine going to Australia, filling liquids at speeds of 80 to 100 fills per minute, 2 kilogram fills. Just very beautiful execution. So Lisa, back to you.
So that's Packaging Digest wrapping up another amazing Pack Expo here in Las Vegas for 2025. Hope these daily reports have been helpful, and there'll be more coming in coming weeks as we go through all our notes and do more articles on what we've seen here. So thanks for watching.